James Mathers at Cine Expo 2018. I'm here with Chuck Edwards of Cineo. He's the scientist behind Cineo, and I'd like to ask you a little bit about the trends in LED, and as a pioneering company in LED technology, what are you seeing these days?
So we're seeing a real change in how lights are being used on set and in new productions. So the last couple of years we've seen the change to color. Everybody's moving to color fixtures, and that's great. We'd love to see that. But the new challenge is, now that they have color and now that they have all this control, I was on one commercial shoot, for example, and they were doing a jungle with mist. And I said, well, what levels are you running the lights at? They said, we're running at 6%.
Oh.
And we're trying to add color to that. And we want to give kind of a flickery, cloud motion, misty look to them. So we're dealing with lights that are now running at 6%, plus they're adding just a bit of color. So what our lights used to be, we were proud of being able to turn on at 1%. Now we're having at fractions of a thousandth.
Oh.
Exactly.
And so that's because the cameras are getting more sensitive?
The cameras are getting more sensitive, and they're using the lights for subtle effects like subtle gelling and subtle colors. And so, for example, I was on another set. It's a kind of a high-end soap opera, and they rigged the whole outside for bright daylight, but they also want to do twilight and sunset and moonlight, and so the lights have the capacity of doing full sunlight, but then they drop down to these twilight modes where they're running in 1, 2, 5, 6%, and they want to do the sunset with a little bit of amber at the bottom and a little bit of green haze and that kind of thing. And so now all of a sudden the demands on color control and flicker and all of that, it just gone through the roof at these very low end levels. But we love that, right? That gives us a chance to differentiate ourselves and do something specific. Exactly. It's fun.
And how are you dealing with this challenge?
Well, we've had to design a whole new level of electronics. We had to go from ground up, and what we used to consider 0.5% acceptable for our drivers. Now our drivers are 1/3 of a thousandth.
Wow.
1/3000th is the resolution we're targeting for each color, so that we can go down to 6% or 5% and still offer color control and hue control. So that's been a big part of it. And then the next challenge we're really trying to address this next year is Ethernet networking and color calibration, because people are getting very particular about saying, I want every light in the rig to match. I want them to be colorimetrically accurate, and I want to use a color picker like they'll have on any of the EOS software or Granite. People will actually start depending on that, and they want to pick specific gels, specific colors. And so this color coordination, especially with the consoles, is becoming a big topic for us, and that colorimetry, as well as this low-end precision, is really important.
Even across different models of lights.
Especially across different models of lights. Right now, the board ops and the gaffers have to be experts on saying, how do we get this light and this light to correlate
to match,
so we can create the same effect and share it across multiple technologies. And that's a big challenge today.
And you've been working with NBC Universal?
We've launched several new products with them called the LightBlade product line. And this show we launched an 800 watt product, 5 color. It's our thinnest product. It's only 5 inches thick, 2 feet by 4 feet. We're really proud of that one. And it has 10 zones. Zonal color is the other thing. So you can do, and the reason why is, for example, we do a car drive-by effect where the light starts on one side and goes to the other, or a water effect where you actually want the color, the hue, and the source of the light to change. And so the light moves across the face, and it really gives a realistic kind of color or flame effect. So if it was
horizontal across here, the one unit changes color?
Exactly. So all 10 units flicker at different rates.
Oh,
so the direction of the light. So the shadows actually move a little bit, and
color
the hues
chaser.
change. Exactly. So it gives more of a realistic feel. Or even something as simple as a TV set. You want to mimic a TV set. And so you want to change both the color and the location of the light. So it gives that appearance of a
fire
monitor.
Flicker.
Fire flicker is another great one. And of course the classic, the cop car effect. Everybody does that one where you flash the right and left side. I was developing the lights in my house, and our neighbors were wondering if we were it's getting busted, because you go to our window and it's like, how could a cop car be inside his house? But it's been a lot of fun.
Well, keep up the good work. Thank you so much, Chuck.
Appreciate it.